Hi, I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my workbench and welcome to another long form 10 roll hunt. This week I will be hunting 10 rolls of Canadian $1 coins, commonly known as loonies. So let me get set up and we'll bring you in on my first find. Welcome back to roll one of another one of these 10 roll long form hunts where you get to see me go through 10 rolls of loonies, I should say. Now there is a new loonie that just got released, but seeing as these are customer wrapped rolls, I don't think I'll be able to find one. Well, we'll start off right away. Let me see here for my framing. Start off right away with a 2024 King Charles III. I think I'm looking for 2025s. Well, I know I'm looking for 2025s, but let me have a quick look at my album here off camera to see if I have the 2024 already. And I do have the 2024 already. This one looks nicer actually. So you know what? Let me set this one aside and we'll label it as an upgrader. So we're looking for colorized toonies. We're looking for errors or varieties. Wow, look at this one, how 2014, nothing special, but did somebody try to burn it or something, put it in a fire? 2010 has something special as well. And we are looking for colorized ones as well. There is an NIFC, and not intended for circulation. Here's our first variety over here, and this is a Golden Jubilee, 1952 to 2002 on the obverse. Nice condition. I just checked my album real quick, and this one looks like it's potentially an upgrader as well, so let me set that one aside. I'm always looking for improvements to my albums. I usually don't have my albums next to me when I'm hunting. Now, 2012, the reason why I did a double take on this is because it's a 2012. 2012 was the year that they introduced the security feature here, this little maple leaf. It's a laser engraved maple leaf. And that was a transition year, so there are 2012s that will have the date on the bottom of the loon like this, 1989. So that's the one to look for. So I checked them all. Here's another King Charles. Awesome. First roll is done. Let's get into the second roll. Now this will most likely be my second last video in this series before I resume my longer hunts or my traditional form. Because I envision that I should have more time to shoot these videos going forward. Here's another commemorative. This is the 125th anniversary of Canadian Confederation, and it has the double date, 1867 to 1992 on the bottom of the loon there. And we have a 2016 Lucky Loonie. This will be for the Summer Games. Let me see here. Yep, so I like this design. It's a loon either landing or taking flight or taking a bath or something. Really cool design. Canada traditionally issues a Lucky Loonie before each Winter and Summer Olympics. I don't think we've done one in recent history. Maybe 2016. I think 2016 was the last year that we did it. Here's another commemorative. This is the 100th or the centenary, the 2009 centenary of the hockey team, the Montreal Canadiens. Go Habs, go. This is, even though I live in Ottawa, I try to cheer for Ottawa, but when they're playing Montreal, I can't help but cheer for Montreal. I did originate from Montreal and grew up there, so you know, once you've been cheering for the same team for 40 years, it is pretty hard to change. But I cheer for Ottawa when Montreal's not playing them, and I cheer for Montreal otherwise. Anyways, that is my preference. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. as I was saying, I anticipate that next week will be my last week of this format before I return to my original format, and it'll be a treat. You'll get to see 10 rolls of pennies. So can't wait to see those. So nice 2024s there, but I'd really like to get my hands on a 2025. Yeah, the varieties, there aren't a lot of varieties in the Loonies other than the colorized ones. So here's another Montreal Canadiens coming up right here. There's one for the Toronto Maple Leafs as well. Halfway through the hunt, this is roll 5. These bright and shinies, I always check. 2003 is another year that is a transition year where they transition from the crowned bust, which is this one over here, into this bust over here. And the old bust coins are the ones that are you need to look for the 2003 year. I believe that they were NIFC. They're not intended for circulation. A lot more King Charles III coins in here. Here's the second variety for the 125th anniversary of a confederation. This is a family standing in front of the Canadian Parliament buildings holding a Canadian flag, and you'll see the double date. Whoops, there he goes. Sorry about that. You'll see the double date on the back over here, 1867 to 1992. Yeah, I anticipate, as the years progress, that more and more King Charles will be found in circulation and less Queen Elizabeth. Oh no! What's that? Well, a roll is $25, so there should be 25 quarters. Did I get shorted 75 cents? Because that is definitely a quarter here. Not even anything special. 2022. Sorry for the barking dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 4. That means I got shorted on this roll. Oh well. It happens sometimes. This is the 1994 Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And here we go. This is the 2017 centenary of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Any Leafs fans out there? I know that according to my statistics, about 75, let me get rid of this one off screen here. About 75% of my viewership is American. So I wouldn't imagine that there'd be too many Toronto Maple Leafs fans. But there are Canadians out there in my fan base or in my followers. Now I anticipate finding at least one 2017 commemorative. Other than that Toronto Maple Leaf that was issued. There was the other one. They didn't issue the loon as a circulation coin. Here is a coin. This is the 1995 coin celebrating Canadian peacekeeping missions for the United Nations. Very cool. Let me double check this. I didn't look at the date exactly. That's a 2024. Is it in better condition than that one? I think it's slightly better. So let's swap it out there. Here we go. When you see this obverse like this, and it has the word dollar on the bottom, we know that this is a commemorative. Let's see what we got. We have the women's right to vote. This is a 2016 coin. You see a mother and daughter celebrating 100 years of the women's right to vote in Canada. Very cool. So yeah, the obverse, they changed the obverse for some of the commemoratives like that, so you can tell right off the bat when you look at the back of the coin that it is going to be a commemorative. Here is a Winter Olympics 2010. This is the Lucky Loonie, Vancouver 2010. And the date is on the bottom of the obverse. Now, 2010 is a year where the loon, the regular quarter, there is a small beads and large beads variety that would require scoping. But they seem to be few and far between. I don't find too many 2010s. Now we are on roll 8, if you're keeping track. We're almost done this hunt. Not a lot of finds. I would have liked to find some colorized coins, because that's the most fun things to find, is the colorized ones. Now the non-colorized ones, though they are less attractive, they have less eye appeal. They are the ones that collectors should be looking for, because the mint has been sticking to minting only 1 million of the non-colorized ones versus the 2 million colorized ones. 2 million is still a relatively low number to strike. And here we have a 1 million minted L.M. Montgomery, the author of Anne of Green Gables. That is awesome. 2024. Is this a book filler? Let's have a quick look here. Wrong book. No, we do have it right there next to the colorized on the bottom. So, but it is a cool find nonetheless, and I am keeping that one for sure. And here we go with roll number 10. This is the last roll of the hunt. We have a low mintage coin. I can't say that I am disappointed. And here it is. Here is the 2017. So in 2017, when they printed this is for the 150th anniversary of Confederation, the obverse has a different font, as well as this maple leaf, which is the logo. This is a this different designed maple leaf, which is the logo for the 150th of Confederation. And for this one is the theme is progress in technology. And so let's see here. You have on the left side, you have a steam train, and you have a modern train over here. You have bridges, buildings. You have the CN Tower in the backyard, in the background there. It's a cool design, but these are quite common. I said I expected to find one, and I did. But it is a cool design nonetheless. Really grungy coins, if I have to say. These have seen quite a bit of circulation. We have another Lucky Loon coming up. This is the other format. This is a 2008 Lucky Loon. This 2008 meaning that it's divisible by 4, which makes this for a Lucky Loon for a Summer Games. Cool. And that is the hunt. Ladies and gentlemen, we end the hunt with this 1 million minted L.M. Montgomery. Really good coin to find. But let's get right into it. The giveaway for this month will be this coin, this toonie, this $2 coin celebrating the 100th anniversary of Canada's Air Force. And all you have to do to have a chance of winning this coin is leave a comment down below. And early next month, I will have a draw and draw the name of a lucky winner. And I will send this coin anywhere around the world. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Stay tuned next week for my penny hunt, last of the format for this format. And then we'll go back to the old format. I should have more time on my hands at that point. If you like the video, I always appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click my logo over here to subscribe. There is a video that might be of interest to you, as well as a playlist of other Loonie and Toonie hunts. Until next time, thanks for watching.